Jay-Z impregnated a 15-year-old. It would be over.
You talk to him personally? That's his son.
You think that's his son?
Yeah. First of all, Jay-Z offered him money. At first, he offered him bread, like, and everything, but his aunt didn't, like, approve of it. She said, no, you know, Jay-Z got a lien on her house, all type of that was going on. This lady put up paperwork and everything with his name on it and all that. I mean, but Young Boy's so thorough, though, he just wanted dad. He not trying to get no money. He not trying to do.
The moment the courtroom doors closed, everything changed. No cameras inside, no flashing lights, no crowd screaming outside, just silence. And a truth that had been buried for decades finally coming to the surface.
I never asked for money. I don't do interviews just saying, hey, Jay-Z, give me your money, or I'm coming at the Jay-Z for his money. I never did that. I'm not that type of person. I'm not trying to make nobody seem like a bad person or nothing. I'm just really coming out here for the truth. I don't want no money or anything. I wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth. And if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really? Why you? What is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over.
When Jay-Z reportedly stood up and admitted that Rymir was his son, the room didn't explode. It froze. And somewhere far from that courtroom, Beyonce broke down in tears. Not the polished tears fans see on stage, but the kind that come when a life you fought to protect suddenly cracks wide open. This wasn't just another rumor. This wasn't another headline people would forget by tomorrow. This was the kind of moment that rewrites history, destroys carefully built images, and forces everyone involved to face the past they tried so hard to outrun. For years, people whispered about a hidden child, secret threats, and a woman who died before she could see justice. But nobody imagined it would end like this. And what nobody expected was how deeply this confession would shake not just Jay-Z's empire, but Beyonce's heart, their family, and the illusion of control they worked so hard to maintain.
Jay-Z impregnated a 15-year-old. It would be over.
You talk to him personally? That's his son.
You think that's his son?
Yeah. First of all, Jay-Z offered him money. At first, he offered him bread, like, and everything, but his aunt didn't, like, approve of it. She said, no, you know, Jay-Z got a lien on her house, all type of that was going on. This lady put up paperwork and everything with his name on it and all that. I mean, but Young Boy's so thorough, though, he just wanted dad. He not trying to get no money. He not trying to do.
Before the world knew Beyonce as Queen Bee, before the sold-out stadiums and flawless performances, she was just a young girl with a big voice and even bigger dreams. She grew up believing in discipline, loyalty, and family above everything else. Her parents drilled into her the importance of image, respect, and never letting the public see you break. That mindset followed her into adulthood and into her marriage with Jay-Z. When they became a couple, they weren't just two celebrities in love. They were building a dynasty, a symbol of Black excellence, power, and unity. Fans didn't just admire them, they believed in them. Jay-Z, on the other hand, came from a world shaped by survival. Brooklyn streets taught him how to move quietly, protect secrets, and never show weakness. His rise to the top wasn't clean or easy, and his past was filled with chapters he never wanted reopened.
I still can't believe that Jay-Z denies that this is his kid. Jay-Z's alleged son Rymir just recently spoke to the Daily Mail again, pleading for Jay-Z to finally take a paternity test that he's been avoiding for the last 10 years. Let's talk about it. If you do not know, this man, Rymir Satterthwaite, has spent the last few years being very vocal about the fact that he believes Jay-Z is his father. And now Rymir is taking this to the Supreme Court. Rymir alleges that when his mother was 16 years old, she had a very brief fling with Jay-Z when he was 22. By the time Rymir was born in 1993, his mother was no longer in contact with Jay-Z. However, she had recently gotten back together with her high school boyfriend. At the time, she made the decision to put that boyfriend, Robert, on Rymir's birth certificate. Stay with me, okay? So now the first time that Rymir sues Jay-Z is in 2010. A court in Pennsylvania then orders genetic testing for Jay-Z, Rymir, and the high school boyfriend that was on the birth certificate. And what do you know? It comes out that the high school boyfriend, Robert, was not Rymir's father. Jay-Z, however, never responds to the court documents until the case gets dismissed. In 2012, Rymir then goes ahead and sues Jay-Z, this time in the state of New Jersey. Jay's lawyers fight back, saying that the court has no jurisdiction over Jay-Z because Jay-Z has no business ties, no homes to the state of New Jersey. A judge dismisses the case. Rymir's lawyers quickly appeal, and they bring back tax documents as well as deed documents that show a Sean Carter from New Jersey who does have ties to New Jersey. Jay's attorney tells the court that she initially misspoke when she said that he had no ties to the state of New Jersey because she truly did believe that he only lived in New York City. However, they fight back and say, well, there's no proof that the Sean Carter in those tax documents is actually Jay-Z. So crazy to say, but that works, and they dismiss the case again. Now the NAACP and the ACLU are fighting on Rymir's behalf. Rymir then sues Jay-Z again in 2014, and it is dismissed again on the same basis that they can't prove that the Sean Carter in those documents is Jay-Z. Now Rymir is taking this to the New Jersey Supreme Court, and he's asking that all documents be unsealed all the way back to 2012. And he's asking Jay-Z to just take the test. In 2016, right before her death, his mother Wanda actually made a public statement saying that she supports Rymir and that Jay-Z was actually his father. Rymir has claimed time and time again that he's not looking for anything except validation and the truth.
When he met Beyonce, she represented something different: stability, legacy, a future that looked nothing like his past. Together, they crafted an image so strong that even when cracks appeared, most people chose to look away. But behind the scenes, rumors were always there. Whispers of infidelity, stories about women from Jay-Z's past, and then there was the name that refused to disappear: Rymir. According to those close to the situation, Rymir's late mother claimed she had a relationship with Jay-Z when she was very young. She told her son the truth before she passed away, leaving him with nothing but memories, unanswered questions, and a burning need to know who he really was. For years, Rymir tried to reach Jay-Z privately. Letters, messages, legal filings. Silence was the only response he ever received.
Lawsuit coming with Jay, the part with Jay. I go, oh shoot, like
Right. To us, black excellence.
that had to be there.
We getting tighter, you know what I'm saying? And united we stand, and ain't nothing else.
Black excellence, they're sitting there like, yeah. It's the billionaire brunch.
Oh,
Like,
I hate you, man.
unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you is this year.
As Beyonce stood by her husband through cheating scandals and public humiliation, she told herself that the past was the past. She believed that whatever mistakes Jay-Z made before her didn't matter anymore. But here's the twist. This wasn't just a woman from his past. This was a child, a life, a human being who grew up without a father, watching his alleged dad build an empire while he struggled to be acknowledged. When Rymir finally took the matter to court, many people dismissed him. They called him an opportunist, a clout chaser, someone trying to cash in on Jay-Z's name. Jay-Z's legal team fought hard, using delays and technicalities, hoping the case would fade away like the others before it. But Rymir didn't stop. Even after his mother died, even after years of rejection, he kept pushing. And slowly, public opinion began to shift. People started asking uncomfortable questions. Why not just take the test? Why fight so hard if there's nothing to hide?
He had a gag order against him, like trying to get a gag order and try to. If my thing is, if this is not my son, I'll just take a test, get over with. Yeah. I mean, the fact that you did dodge it and whatever, to me, I don't know. I think his mom was underage or something when he was born, so I think that's probably.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's probably part of it.
Yeah.
She was 15 when she had him.
Oh. How old was Jay?
Like 20 something, I guess.
Oh.
Like 20, probably early 20, like 24.
We don't know if it's true. This is just.
No, but I'm saying he took the DNA thing with it was ancestry type. I think he got like somebody popped up on it, like, you know, because you got different kids that's different places. Okay, you my kid. I got so much money. I don't give a you my kid or not.
You get some sperm. You get some sperm.
No,
You get some
kid. I'm
sperm.
saying if you are my kid, mom, you my kid. Even if I want to be around you, don't want to see you, don't want to. I would say if I want the world to know.
Jay-Z impregnated a 15-year-old.
But Vlad, think about this.
Yo, it would be over.
But you already got your
No more Super Bowl.
But you already won.
You already won, but look, Diddy already won, and look where he's at right now.
So what do you think? Like, but that's statute of limitations. I mean, that wouldn't even work.
Then came the day everything collapsed. Inside that courtroom, away from the noise of social media, Jay-Z reportedly made a decision that stunned everyone. Instead of denying, deflecting, or delaying, he admitted the truth. Rymir was his son. The words hung heavy in the air. Decades of secrecy dissolved in seconds, and with that confession came consequences nobody could escape. News traveled fast, faster than anyone expected. Beyonce was not in that courtroom, but when she heard what happened, insiders say she was inconsolable. This wasn't just about betrayal anymore. This was about being kept in the dark about a child for years, about building a family, having children of her own, while another child existed in silence. Beyonce had already forgiven infidelity. She had already turned pain into art. But this hit different.
No matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TGJ, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all.
What nobody expected was how raw her reaction would be. Beyonce is known for control, for composure, for never letting the world see her fall apart. But behind closed doors, she reportedly cried for hours, not just out of anger, but confusion, grief, and a deep sense of loss. The life she thought she knew suddenly felt unfamiliar. Questions flooded her mind. How long did he know? Who else knew? How many lies were layered on top of this one truth? Meanwhile, Rymir's life changed overnight. After years of being ignored, doubted, and attacked, he finally had validation, not just legally, but emotionally. He wasn't crazy, he wasn't lying, his mother wasn't lying. The truth she carried to her grave was finally spoken out loud. Reports claim that the court ruling opened doors to a massive inheritance and legal recognition that could be worth billions. But for Rymir, money was never the main goal. He wanted acknowledgement. He wanted his name connected to his bloodline. He wanted the world to know his mother told the truth. Jay-Z, once known for always being 10 steps ahead, suddenly looked cornered. This confession didn't just affect his personal life, it threatened his brand, his business partnerships, and the legacy he worked so hard to build. Sponsors pay for perfection, not scandals. Investors trust stability, not chaos. And fans can forgive many things, but secrecy involving a child hits a nerve. Beyoncé's inner circle reportedly urged her to step back, to protect herself, to think about her children and her future. For years, she stood by Jay-Z publicly, even when it hurt, but this time, the silence from her side spoke louder than any song. People noticed she postponed projects, she disappeared from the spotlight, and rumors began swirling that she was reevaluating everything: her marriage, her empire, and the story she wanted the world to remember her by. The emotional impact rippled outward. Their children were now connected to a brother they never knew existed, a family conversation nobody ever prepared for. Jay-Z had to face his past head-on, without lyrics to hide behind. Beyoncé had to process betrayal on a level that cut deeper than infidelity. And Rymir had to navigate sudden fame, wealth, and scrutiny after a lifetime of invisibility. Friends close to Beyoncé say the pain wasn't just about Jay-Z's actions, but about choice. The choice to protect himself instead of protecting the truth. The choice to let a child grow up without a father. The choice to build a narrative that excluded someone who mattered. That realization hurt more than any headline ever could. As days passed, the public began to see a different side of the story. Some defended Jay-Z, saying people make mistakes and deserve privacy. Others stood firmly with Rymir, pointing out that children shouldn't pay the price for adults' decisions, and many looked at Beyoncé with sympathy, recognizing the impossible position she was placed in. Strong women still break, loyal wives still feel betrayed, icons are still human. In the end, this story isn't just about a court confession or billions at stake. It's about truth catching up with power, about secrets refusing to stay buried, and about the emotional cost of protecting an image at all costs. Beyoncé's tears weren't weakness. They were proof that even queens bleed when the truth cuts deep enough. And as the dust settles, one question lingers in the air. Can a dynasty survive when its foundation is shaken by a truth it tried to hide? Or is this just the beginning of a new chapter nobody is ready for yet? One thing is certain, this story is far from over.